Luke Holmes' latest album, Fathers and Sons, is now available everywhere. It includes standout tracks like The Man He Sees in Me. In a recent interview with Zane Lowe on Apple Music, Combs opened up for the first time about missing the birth of his son while touring in Australia. Combs had initially planned to be present for the birth, but his son arrived a few weeks early, a fact that has deeply affected him. Despite his initial doubts about fan reception, Combs released the album, which has received glowing reviews, hailed as some of his best songwriting to date. I've been releasing music for over a decade now. Over time, I've developed a good sense of what my fans enjoy hearing. It's daunting to consider changing that, but I've always aimed to mature alongside my fan base. With 2 boys under the age of 2, my life revolves around being there for them. While I prioritize being their father, I do wonder if you all want to hear songs about fatherhood. I hope so, but part of me also yearns to recreate the mainstream success of tracks like Beer Never Broke My Heart or When It Rains It Pours. Nevertheless, this project was necessary because fatherhood has been consuming my thoughts lately. I hesitate to label it a side project since it's deeply personal and meaningful to me. What began as a wild idea with a few songs about being a dad evolved into the decision to make them the centerpiece of my next album. I understand this might not align with everyone's expectations for my next record, and I feel the same way. It's not quite like my previous albums. Yet fatherhood has shaped my life, and this album is its musical reflection. In a recent interview with Zane Lowe on Apple Music, Luke Combs discussed his latest album, Fathers and Sons, delving into its personal significance and how it came together. A poignant moment arose when he opened up about missing his son's birth, a deeply emotional experience that brought him to tears. Reflecting on the day, Combs shared, "I'll never forget it, probably one of the craziest days in my life, one of the best and worst at the same time." The news came while he was in Sydney, Australia, on August 16, 2023, waking up to a message from his wife about her early labor pains. Recalling the moment, Combs recounted, "I woke up around 8:00 a.m. Australia time to a text from my wife saying, 'I'm so sorry, I really tried not to have the baby while you're gone. It was tough.' He was born on August 15th in the States. I wasn't there. My wife went to the hospital. He was 2.5 weeks early, and I was supposed to be home." He admitted that it was a difficult experience, one he hadn't spoken much about, but thankfully he had a strong support network. "A lot of my closest friends work for me now," he shared, "so I had a good support system." Grateful for the support of his mother-in-law and sister-in-law in Nashville, who helped his wife during his absence, Combs acknowledged, "That made it a lot easier. I had people with me." Despite the challenges, he managed to stay connected through video calls and emphasized the impact of such moments on his life and music career. "It sums up some of the tough parts of the music business," he reflected, "the crazy schedules and being away." As he concluded, Combs invited listeners to explore his new album, Fathers and Sons, marking a significant chapter in his journey.